Whether it's our stories, the warmth of our laugh, or our family's secret sauce, we all bring something different to the table. So make some space. The power of connection is waiting right outside your comfort zone. Learn how you can help strengthen your community at belongingbeginswithus.org/teamup.
When people are fed, futures are nourished. They can connect with the world around them, unlock endless possibilities, and thrive. Join the movement to end hunger. Volunteer. Advocate. Donate. Go to feedingamerica.org/act now.
Mississippi's trusted weather experts. This is Mississippi Live Weather at 6.
Half hour, maybe 40 minutes or so. Hey, I'm Chief Meteorologist Matt Lopon here from Water Valley. Welcome into Mississippi Live Weather at 6 o'clock as we are here at the Watermelon Carnival and having a lot of fun and hoping that these dark clouds do some.
Yes, there we go. Okay. Well, hopefully the dark clouds didn't do anything. Our Chief Meteorologist, Matt Lobhon, I know he'll be restoring connection here shortly. But let's go ahead and jump into things back here at the Room to Room Weather Center. What we're tracking are those showers that Matt was mentioning that are starting to creep in just a little bit north there towards Yalobusha County, but overall staying south and moving south as we head through the rest of our Friday evening. So rain chances, they do continue, but start to diminish as we head further into our what's right left of the afternoon and into the evening. And what a wonderful weekend. Yes, we have a fantastic weekend outlook ahead. We'll be walking through the temperatures as well as rain chances coming up here shortly. And the latest update on the Watermelon Carnival, trust me, we will get over there too, Matt. Hopefully as long as nothing happened with those dark clouds, but I think that we're looking good and the Watermelon Carnival is looking absolutely spectacular. Let's go ahead and jump into the show with a live look outside. What we're tracking are just those pop-up showers continuing for parts of Lowndes County. Look there in Caledonia. You can see some of those drops on the camera, but just those stratus clouds blanketing the sky, a downpour underneath there. Some heavier sections further north there towards Aberdeen and Soligent, but overall a pretty steady rainfall. And that's been the name of the game all day long. It's just a steady rainfall for folks that are getting those showers. Kosciuszko, you can see the drops falling right in front of the Kosciuszko Tower camera. 73 degrees. I just could not get over that in start of August. August could not have started any better. The puddling on the ground, that's a result of some heavy downpours that have been happening. Some places in excess of 4, almost 5 inches over a 3-hour span. And here's a live look there in West Point through our MDOT traffic cameras. You can see the puddling on the roadways, windshield wipers on full blast. I mean, there's your example right there of how the afternoon has gone. And even right here, I mean, seeing those cars just have those windshield wipers up and going as the remnants of those showers continue to stick around. There's an idea of how to tell how much rainfall there's been. Look at how much flooding there is along that embankment. So it's usually where we first see the flooding, and then hopefully that doesn't get on the roadways. And we don't expect it to, because the magnitude of those showers have gone down quite a bit. As we go over the last hour or so, you can see how those showers have diminished on the, should I say, the east side of the state into a light to moderate rainfall. Still towards Greenwood, Grenada, and Water Valley. A few of those are on the heavier side, and especially that one there towards Water Valley. And I'm going to track this from Matt here real quick, because I know that he's tuned in and watching. You can see just on the outskirts, I'm hoping that that did not get any rainfall on him over there at the Watermelon Carnival. But as that continues to move at about south-southeast, we'll say 16 miles an hour, you'll see Bryant there at about 641. But this isn't the only shower that we are watching, expanding things out. You can see that one that was over there towards Greenwood starting to diminish and become more of a cluster rather than one big storm. And some of those clusters on the heavier side, we're going to walk through some of the most energetic ones. This one right here along Highway 7 on the east side of Greenwood. You can see 20 miles an hour, Valley Hill 611, Centerville 622, Gravel Hill 633, and Shady Grove by 633 as well. Now a few of those strikes happening on the storm on the backside. That's closer to Highway 8 and Highway 35. We drag that out about 18, LaFleur 613, Valley 627. Let's go back towards our overall outlook, and you can see some of those heavier showers and storms back there towards Fayette, Alabama. That's moving off there towards the east, so not expected to be, I put that on too long of a loop. Let's go back to, we'll do 30 minutes because we can get an idea on the track. Moving east, so not going to impact folks in Lamar County. What's going to impact folks in Lamar County is going to be this shower that's happening right there at the Alabama state line. Now that's moving into Soligen as we speak, away from the radar site, so finally starting to get a visual on that. So that's crossing Highway 278, and as we put a path on this, let's get the latest scan. Let's let it load in here at the 6 o'clock hour. We expand that over about, we'll take it 12 miles an hour. So that might be on the fast end with this. Moscow by about 619. Solagent, it's basically going right south of town. Probably going to get some of those heavier bands on the backside moving into Solagent, but nothing really expected in regards to impactful, in regards to severe weather. We are under a level 1 severe weather risk. If I can pull that up here real quick so you can get a visual on that. But there's that level 1 risk right where those showers have been happening. So Choctaw, Montgomery, all the way towards Webster, Clay, and Monroe. That's what we're watching. And you might see that polygon popping up. That was a flash flood warning that expired at 5:45. So that's been the extent of the warnings. And so far, gotten pretty lucky with just a needed afternoon shower, needed afternoon rainfall that's going to make a difference, hopefully, on that drought monitor just a bit. And also, it's almost like it knew where the heat advisories were, because basically along and south of Highway 82 has been where those rain chances lied. And that's where those heat advisories were in effect until 8 p.m. this evening. So not even getting the peak heating. We've been relatively calm on the temperature bracket. So it's been a great day all the way around with much needed rainfall, cooler weather, and it just continues to stick around into our overnight hours. So yes, have the rain gear ready if you're in the Golden Triangle or anywhere south, but those chances do diminish. 40 by 7, 20 by 10, and by midnight we're seeing much drier conditions move in place. Calmer conditions towards tomorrow morning. Let's go ahead and walk through that. And a big reason why is this cold front that's further towards our south. We talked about that level 1 severe weather risk. Well, there's a severe thunderstorm down there towards Meridian. Another one close to where my parents are. So hopefully they're tuned in and watching, but looks like that was just that one storm. Now starting to be a much more calm forecast. So that front been the large provider of that moisture, and as it continues to progress on south, carries that moisture off with it. So this is about 9:30 and 10 o'clock on your Friday. You can see that large batch of moisture still lingering in the area. So that's important. We have that rain gear ready still, even if for any late night plans around 9, 10 o'clock. But as that front carries off and we just lack that daytime heating, a lot of those rain chances start to diminish to basically zero by the time we get towards 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. By then, I hope we're all asleep. But I know it's the first weekend of the year, so some folks trying to enjoy it because it feels like a little mini summer, right? I know my wife is back home watching this thinking, no, it's not. This is a break before the gauntlet continues. 6 a.m., 71, 78 by 9, and towards the afternoon, 88 degrees. That is a fantastic forecast for our weekend. So enjoy it, get outside, take advantage of that forecast. Yes, peak coverage is about 10 to 20%, but our chief meteorologist, Matt Laupon, will be walking through those chances coming up here in the next 60. And of course, the latest outlook going to tell us what happened. Hopefully those dark clouds did not give any rainfall, but I know that it's trying to move into the Watermelon Carnival, but we need those dry conditions to be in place for any plans we have this Friday night. So keep it here in the next minute here at Mississippi Live Weather for the very latest on that weekend forecast.
At Absolute Restoration, our team will feel magical since our focus is on serving you and your roofing needs. Finding a roofer who actually shows up and communicates, that's just one of the problems we solve by informing you of every step in the process.
Selling premium roofing systems backed by warranties and payment plans starting at just $99 per month. Trust Absolute Restoration to deliver.
Experience unicorn-level service and affordability from a team your community trusts. Call Absolute Restoration today.
Your family deserves the most beautiful smile possible. At Tupelo Smiles, we use precision dentistry and advanced technology to make visiting the dentist an amazing experience. Relationship-based comprehensive care. Come discover the difference at Tupelo Smiles.
Life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome. Prediabetes does. With early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. Take the 1-minute prediabetes risk test today. Go to doihaveprediabetes.org.
Right now, from the Mississippi Live Weather Center, here's Mississippi's Chief Meteorologist, Matt Laupon.
Okay, we're here at the Watermelon Carnival in the Water Valley area, and oh, is that going to flip sideways on me? It is, isn't it? Okay, Gabe, leave it on this shot. I'm going to have to hit refresh. It's going to lock up for a second. When I do, it's going to be back and it's going to work right. So give me just a minute. I apologize. It's pointed the wrong direction. One more try. Supposed to be live at the moment, but I'm having technical difficulties. So we'll see if that picks it up. Is that better? Okay. Are we in commercial or I think we're still here, right? Okay. Okay. Okay, bye.
Storm that bad.
Huh?
Is the weather going to be that bad?
No, the issue is there's just so many people here. I mean, I'll show you what it looks like here. Yeah, I don't know if you can hear me, Gabe. Call Gabe Maynard. This is what happens when I take out my earpiece. Now I have no clue whether or not.
Set up now.
They do? You're on. Okay. There we go. So if we're good, then we're good. Are we good? We're rocking. Okay. Yeah, I know they have Wi-Fi set up. I think everybody's on it right now. That's always the issue. We're here at the Watermelon Carnival, live TV. Anyway, we have some ways to fix this long term, and I think we'll get those done. But it's a lot of fun, and this has gone sideways again on me. Gabe, one of those days, isn't it? So here's what we're going to do. We're not going to keep people waiting around for me to figure this out. Here's what I think you should do, Gabe. I think you can hack your way through this if we have to go to commercial break in the C block. We'll kind of show some stuff and just kind of run it live from the other part up there in your show. And at the very end, we can live punch it, assuming I can get you a correctly positioned video. Well, that's at least vertical. So anyway, we'll see you then. Go ahead and hit the commercial break, and we'll come back and deal with it after the break.
Here is your opportunity to add 2 beautiful guns to your collection and support scouting. Scan the QR code to purchase your chance to win a Browning Citori 725 Sporting Maple over and under 12 gauge shotgun or a 75th anniversary Boy Scout commemorative Winchester Model 9422 rifle. Support the Natchez Trace Council Scouts with your raffle entries today.
As a nurse, I've seen a lot of people with sleep deprivation. It affects their job, their home life. At Room to Room, we want to take the guesswork out of buying a mattress, and that's why we brought in this technology. It shows you what you need. We want to do the assessment and find exactly what's perfect for you.
There we go. Okay, so we figure out a way to get it together, but yeah, definitely trying to get our Chief Meteorologist Matt Laupon back up and running here in just a moment. Looking at our Mississippi Live Weather radar, what he's dealing with is a few of those isolated showers. Could even hear a few rumbles of thunder with a few of those storms, but we'll keep eyes on that heading into the rest of our evening. Basically, if you're along or south of Highway 82, that's where we've seen the main possibility for a few of those showers, so make sure to have that rain gear ready. Looking at that entire system, that frontal boundary has been a large driver in our forecast with that cold front keeping the moisture right along that frontal boundary and even back there all the way to Texas. So a pretty significant front that's going to continue moving south and east and carrying out a lot of that moisture with it. So day planner, of course, 7 p.m. have that rain gear ready along and south of Highway 82, but those chances start to diminish into the rest of our evening. And so about midnight is when we see a much drier pattern move in, but I know we have plans before midnight, so have that rain gear ready. Futurecast showing you exactly that. So 7 p.m. there's the outlook on a few of those showers and storms trying to stick around. By 8, 9 o'clock, you can see that there's a few heavier sections, but overall it's going to be a light to moderate rainfall. And then by midnight, that's when that drier forecast moves in place. A large part of it, and you can see some of these arrows, just that northern wind blowing in. It's much cooler air and much drier air, and that's where we've had that result of a much drier forecast. So tomorrow morning, it's going to be waking up with a drier forecast with a maybe partly cloudy skies, so not too bad of a forecast. Low temperatures, upper 60s in some parts. Can't complain about that one bit. Low 70s for the rest of us across North Mississippi, so that's just a much more comfortable and bearable forecast than what we've had in recent days. As we head into the rest of our Saturday, staying on the drier side, but we do have a little bit of that moisture that tries to move in there towards our Saturday morning by 10 a.m. along Florence, and that's over there towards Colbert County. Now, noontime, a lot of that moisture sticking towards Alabama. We could see a few of those isolated showers reach parts of Pickens, Marion, and Franklin County. 3 p.m. continues that same trend with a lot of those showers primarily there towards Birmingham. And the reason why, if we just expand this out, we can see exactly why. That frontal boundary further towards our east, I mean, it's going to circulate in a lot of that moisture to those Gulf Coast regions as well as for folks in Atlanta and Birmingham. North Mississippi is just in a very dry sector, and that's why we're seeing very little rain chances. So forecasted rainfall for our forecast overall going to be Birmingham and Huntsville seeing the highest thresholds closest to us, Meridian coming in with about a ½ inch in some isolated locations. But along the Alabama state line, that's our best chances to see some of those showers and rainfall. Futurecast continues into the rest of our evening by 8 p.m. I mean, you can see that front tries to just stay south of our area. So if this were to move even the slightest bit north, then our rain chances would be up just a bit. But overall, I'm not expecting that to happen. It's going to be sticking around those Gulf Coast regions, so we have a much drier forecast in place. Sunday, still staying on the drier side, but some of those showers do try to wrap around. You see those winds shifting on the east side just a bit. So where it's that southern, southeast wind, that's going to circulate in a little bit more of that moisture. We could see a few of those rain chances for, again, Alabama state line primary threshold we're watching for. Now, we've been talking about this the past few days of that batch of showers and thunderstorms that trying to move in. Now, this would be a gusty system there towards Oklahoma, trying to reach its way into Arkansas, but it looks like it's going to dissolve on out. So models that were having it reach into Mississippi a couple of days ago, it's just a far-fetched idea. That's why we say long track forecasting, always have a grain of salt with it, just because more than likely it's not going to verify, and more than likely it's going to overdo things in the long run. So staying dry on your Sunday, and then we'll stay dry into our work week, and should I say the first full school week for a lot of folks. So forecasted rainfall, once again, along the Alabama state line. So that weekend forecast is looking as optimal as it could. And that Monday to Tuesday threshold, yes, we do have isolated chances, but it's not nearly like what we saw today. And those rain chances follow that same trend. Very little for the next few days. 40% is where we peak on Tuesday before we drop back down into 20 for Thursday and Friday. And I know what you're thinking. Yes, when those rain chances diminish, that heat starts to build. And that's what we'll be seeing towards Thursday and Friday with hot temperatures returning. All the more reason to enjoy what we have right now. This is a look at this weekend. Saturday, 88, Sunday 89. Should be a comfortable, cool, dry weekend ahead. All the more reason to get outside and enjoy it, because rarely do we see these conditions, especially not in early August. Now, I'm going to take a step off screen so you can take a look at the 7-day. Basically, what we'll be seeing is this drier air stick in place, and also this cooler temperatures. So coming in with the upper 80s. Now, what I'm doing behind the scenes, I'm going to pull up some of your weather pictures, or not weather pictures, first day pictures. So I know that it's kind of, here, there, and everywhere what we're rocking with right now, but Trust me, it'll be worthwhile because I know we had several people submit their pictures and they wanted to see them, in the show. And I'm going to have my favorite first day of school picture coming up tonight at 10, so I hope you guys stay tuned for that. But here's a look at the weather pictures that we got. This was, I say weather pictures, at our weather watchers, future weather watchers, should I say. Noah started kindergarten today, and you might notice that he wants to be a weatherman. So you might see him here on Mississippi Live Weather. Let's see, what would that be? 17 years? So Noah, dream big. Always look to the sky as the best opportunities. That's what I did. Not at 5, so it's impressive that you know that at 5. I was more 5th grade before I realized that. We also got a great picture of Brooke there in North Pontotoc, senior year, so take it in right now because beyond this, it's the adult world for you, and it's a fun adult world, let me say. Maya and Hatley, she is starting kindergarten, representing it on her shirt. That's one thing I noticed was that several of the students had the grade that they're going into on their shirt. I respect that because 90% of the time, I forgot what grade I was going into. I thought we were restarting the school year. Cassie and Bentley, 5th grade and kindergarten, or 1st grade. Can't read. Oh, I might need to go back to school. 5th grade and 1st grade, great picture there in Saltillo, so I know that they enjoyed their first day. And also down in Nettleton, Livy Kate showing her picture. Pre-K was where she is starting this year, so another great shot. And as you can see, Skylar, HG, and Tristan, Mantachi High, or one of them, I think it was Tristan, was Mantachi High School. Others in Mantachi Middle and Mantachi Elementary. So all across North Mississippi, we're back into the flow of the school year and going to enjoy that much more as the year goes on. I know my wife was calling me saying that it was such a fun day today. So I hope the students had the same mindset. But if you are looking to celebrate, enjoy a little bit more of that free time before the school year really ramps off next week with a full week of school. It's going to be 88 for Saturday, 89 by Sunday, much cooler temperatures and mostly dry. So kids, get outside, enjoy that forecast because, A, you're not in school tomorrow or Sunday, but also B, it's a fantastic forecast for it. And Matt is calling right now, so I'm going to have you guys, I will send it back to him here in just a moment. I have to find which key it is. I believe is it this one? Hang on one second. I will find out which one it is. We're going to keep clicking buttons till one of them works. Perfect.
There we go. You got it. Hey, buddy. So you know what happened? What happened was I kept opening up Safari on my iPhone, and I should have been opening up Chrome. I'm like, why is it going sideways? Because Safari is always a little sideways and bonkers with this program that we use here. And I got in a hurry. I was like, oh, no, I got to get open. And anyway, messed it up. And so the last thing I want to do is not showcase what's going on here in Water Valley. And Gabe, if this locks up here in a second, then it is what it is. Because there's just so many people. I think you can kind of tell behind me, just tons of people. I'm going to unlock this so it's not looking at me. So it's looking all around. And I'm trying to stay at least close-ish to some of the Wi-Fi repeaters out here, but just tons of people, tons of different opportunities to get out, and support local businesses, as well as have good food. Hey, you doing all right? We've done a lot of selfies and pictures and stuff. I think that might have been one of the things that messed us up. I was trying to take pictures in the midst of being connected. Live and learn, right? That's going to happen. I got to get my other iPhone to work well. Hey, but so the Watermelon Carnival ongoing now, and it's going throughout tonight, and then tomorrow they have live entertainment. You may or may not be able to hear behind me here because of all the noise canceling going on with my headphones. Of course, there are religious organizations out here. There are businesses. There's games. Let's go ahead and walk, if you don't mind. Just kind of walk over here. I was hoping to show a little more on this, but since I didn't show you my weather portion of this, I have more time to show kind of bouncy things, some limited carnival sort of rides going on, and just, I don't know if you can see back over that way, what is always going to be my favorite part of any one of these events, which is the food. I'm very slow to get my camera around that direction. So it is easily the biggest sort of event kind of draw like this to the Water Valley area every year. And honestly, it's my first time to be able to come out and enjoy it. So I'm excited for all the folks I've been able to see. There's a stage, a main stage. You can probably hear some of the music playing, or hopefully can. If you can't, then of course, Apple got that right, at least the noise canceling. But I had to park about 3-4 blocks away in order to be able to actually get up here to do this live shot. And so there's a lot of people out here today, a lot tonight, and we have been lucky enough. Of the things we thought would trip up the 6 o'clock broadcast, I thought it would be rain, and it wasn't. Once again, we're gonna have to get that remote hotspot router figured out before we do the next one of these. We have one of those we're planning on getting, so hopefully we get that soon. Y'all doing all right? Good. So anyway, I took the chance to come up here toward the main gazebo in the middle where they're kind of organizing things from. But yeah, great time. Hey, y'all doing all right? We've taken a lot of selfies tonight, and a lot of folks, very appreciative of that. Hey, you doing all right? I'm doing well. So, hey, you all right? Anyway, hi. Sorry.
Well, we may have lost him again. So we will be back here tonight at 10, and we're going to get everything worked out. And so all of that will be normal, and we'll tell you a little bit more about that weekend forecast. So we thank you guys so much for joining us tonight on Mississippi Live Weather at 6. I hope you guys stay dry, and if you do have to get out this evening and you live south of Highway 82, have that rain gear ready. Have a great evening, and we cannot wait to see you back here tonight at 10 here on Mississippi Live Weather. Stay dry until then, and have a great evening.
You need some help?
Your tow chains are a little loose. Could spark a wildfire. I could show you how to secure them properly if you'd like.
Sure. Thanks a lot.
Anytime. You should check out SmokeyBear.com. They've got a bunch of tips on wildfire prevention.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
I'm an ex-drug dealer, and I'll be your sub today. 2 milligrams of fentanyl can be lethal. A lethal dose is in here. Who gets it, I won't know.
It's cheap, it's potent, and it's profitable.
The sad reality is fentanyl is being mixed into everything now.
More kids should know.